What kind of walkers are these? What's up, fellow collectors? Today I'm talking about the Walking Dead Rick Grimes action figure from Series 6. You know, I'm a huge fan of the Walking Dead TV series, and Rick is definitely, you know, an awesome character in my opinion. Taking a look at what he comes with here, he's got a revolver, looks like a suppressed pistol of some sort, some kind of chain, and a machete, and an extra hand. You know, these guys are packed full of accessories, and I think that's awesome. I wish McFarlane did the same thing with Halo stuff, but unfortunately they do not. On the back here, you get to see all the other figures that come out with the series, and man, these guys are just packed with different accessories, and I think that's freaking awesome, you know. So I'm going to go ahead and open this guy up and review him. Alright, I got this guy opened up and out of the package, and I gotta say, this is a freaking awesome figure. It is my first Walking Dead figure, and I'm very, very excited to say that this guy is just freaking awesome. McFarlane just really pulled out all the stops with this guy. You know, he's got a ton of accessories, and the detail on him is awesome. His articulation is freaking sweet. I don't have any loose joints or any weird problems like that. So, you know, they're obviously just stepping up their game even more with this action figure line, and I'm really, really happy about that, especially since, you know, I am a fan of the Walking Dead show, and, you know, when you see, you know, the company that actually makes the action figures for them put the time in to make the figure very accurate to the game and just make it a good figure, because, you know, some companies, they'll get the license for something and they'll just make figures just because, you know, the license is going to make people buy the figures, you know. And really, at the end of the day, it's not about the license, it's about the quality that you're going to get. And McFarlane did a freaking amazing job with this. The detail on this guy is awesome. His face sculpt is pretty much perfect to what you would see in the show. I think that's awesome. You got the 5 o'clock shadow, and, you know, the color of his eyes and his hair and everything just looks like Rick Grimes from the show, and I think that's awesome. I like the wash they put all over his clothing. I think it looks really good. Paint came out awesome. I really like his boots. I think those are nice too. They even tried to paint on a little wristwatch here. It's got a wedding ring on. I like all the little pouches and little buckles and everything that they put over his belt. I think that looks good. It's even got a little pocket knife here. I think that is awesome. He's got a little holster here for his revolver. And yes, you can actually place the revolver in the holster and it will hold on to it nice and snugly. You know, won't fall out or anything. I think that's very awesome. Taking a look at what he comes with here. He comes with a ton of accessories. He's got the revolver here, and then that looks really nice. He's got a suppressed pistol, and that's just pretty much a flat black paint. Nothing too special there, but I think the molding looks really good. It's got a little machete. It's got a little bit of a serrated edge here, so that looks nice. He's got these chains here. That's pretty cool. And then it comes with an alternate hand from when he actually, you know, messed his hand up in the show in that series. Forgot what episode it was specifically, but that's what happened. Now Rick does hold on to both of his guns very well, and I think that's really awesome. They gave him this nice trigger finger here so he can actually hold on to the molding of the guns, and it just makes it look really, really epic. You could have him dual wielding, you know, gunslinging around, killing some zombies, or, you know, some other people trying to mess with him. You never know in a zombie apocalypse. He can also utilize the machete and the chains, although he doesn't really hold on to the chains, you know, super well, but still a nice little accessory to have. And he really just holds on to this machete really nice and tight, and I think that's awesome, because I absolutely hate it when you get a figure and you can't hold any of the accessories that he comes with. I think that's a huge bummer. But this guy, no problems there. Now you can pop out his hand and put this alternative version of his hand in there. It's kind of bandaged up. The only thing I would warn you is that when you pull out the hand, this little wrist part here feels very, very delicate, so you don't want to put a lot of pressure and pull from the hand. You want to actually pull from the wrist and pull it out, because if you pull it from the hand, you're probably going to rip it in half, and it's not going to be a very awesome sight, because then your Rick Grimes figure will actually have a messed up hand instead of just a fake messed up hand. Now, as far as articulation goes on this action figure, it's very, very nicely articulated. I love that McFarlane actually included a ton of articulation with these figures, so that way you can actually get them in the poses, realistic poses that you'd want, or if you want to make a diorama or display with them, you could do that. He's got a 360 motion here at his shoulder, got a ball hinge elbow and a ball hinge wrist. His head, you can get him to look up and down pretty nicely. Side to side, 360 action going on. His hips are on these little hinge joints, so he can, you know, karate kick some zombies if he wants to, or he can karate kick you kind of in the face, maybe not so much. Probably has to stand on a stepping stool or something. Got a nice ball hinge knee there, and there's really no articulation at his ankle, which is fine, because, you know, normally I don't like it when there's no articulation in the ankle, because it's hard to get him to stand, but this guy honestly has no problem standing at all, and that's a huge thing for me as well. Sometimes you get a figure and they just can't stand at all, and then I can't stand them because I have to take freaking forever to get him into a pose. And this guy, you just set him up and bam, and he's good to go. Start slaying some zombies. As far as size comparison goes, he is about 5 inches tall. Here's a Spartan figure from McFarlane from their Halo series line, and he fits pretty much right in with the series. You know, it's not really a standard scale like most of the, you know, 3 3/4 inch or the 1/6 scale figures. They're kind of in their own range of about 5 inches. That's the way McFarlane likes to do it, which is cool with me, I guess. As long as the figure looks great, I really don't have a problem with it. So overall, this guy comes with a ton of accessories that he could use. He could stand up very well. The detail is freaking awesome, and he's just a really great figure. Great articulation, and I think McFarlane just did an amazing job with him. And this being my first Walking Dead figure, being that it's so great, it makes me want to get more of them. And that's really probably the best selling point any action figure company can make, is when you buy one of their figures, you're so impressed by it, you have to buy the whole line or just a couple extra. So definitely pick up Rick Grimes if you can find them, or I would probably even recommend the whole Walking Dead series if they're anything like this. You know, McFarlane really does good work when they actually put the work into the figure, which they did obviously with this guy. Check out my channel, guys. I got a ton of reviews on there and action figure collectible videos. I will see you guys all in my next video, and thank you all for watching.